If you will look at the story of creation, you will notice that pretty much everything that God created, He just thought of them. Let there be. And so there was. And yet, when it came to man, He formed man with His own hands, meaning He gave His care and loving attention to man. It was not just a random creation, but a work of His hand. And what blows my mind even more is when He said, I will breathe my life into you. Think about that for a second, because you might miss how radical and how great that statement is. You know, the things that you see around you, in a sense, are empty. But you, on the other hand, mankind, us, have a different reality among us. It's a different matter for us. Because in us is the life of God in Himself. He breathed us life. And it's such a tragedy that Adam and Eve fell. Uh, but in a sense, that's also us, because Adam and Eve represented us. And if you'll think about it, you'll probably do the same thing. So it is a tragedy that we choose to believe the temptation of the devil, that you will be like God, you will know what's right and wrong, you will be taken care of. You know, the reality is all of those temptations we already have. Mankind already had. Life was breathed in us. God exists in us because God intends us to be one with Him. Right and wrong, God is the source of right and wrong. And God living in us means that He will guide us to what is right and wrong. There is nothing to discover. But because man wanted things for himself, because he was focused on himself, man failed to realize the treasure that he already has. And you might be wondering, where is life? Why does life not make sense for me? Probably it's because you are like Adam and Eve, that you are looking for things in the wrong place. You know, Jesus is tempted in our gospel today, and it's the very same temptation that the serpent, that the devil does with Jesus. And the difference is that Jesus was successful in resisting temptation. And what is the key? Because Jesus was not focused on himself. Jesus was focused on his Father. You know, when temptation comes to you, sometimes pride sets in. Why can't I? Why shouldn't I? But Jesus is telling us our focus should be on God. The powers of the world, the food, everything doesn't make sense if we lose God. And in fact, if we have God, we are taken care of. You know, this Lenten season, the church calls us to empty ourselves, to let go of the things that we are attached to, so that we will let go of ourselves. And like Jesus, be able to focus on God alone, free from those attachments that distract us, free from those false lies that tells us that we are not enough. Well, this Lenten season, God is reminding you, you are enough. I love you, whoever you are, wherever you are. But if you want to receive that, you have to accept me. Because how can you accept something that you are rejecting, right? God is life, God is happiness, and He is giving Himself to you. But just as any gift is only accepted when you receive it and when you open it, God is asking the same from you. Receive Him, open your hearts to Him, and find out how much more you can have. That God is not, you know, getting from you. God is not keeping things from you. Those are lies that the devil's made. Because in reality, God is in you and God wants to take care of you.